My boyfriend's parents cut him off for dating me because I am just a waitress. Last week, my grandmother left me her entire estate, including the building his parents' business rents space in. The text came through at 6:37 a.m. as I was tying my non-slip shoes for the breakfast shift. My parents want to meet you, finally. After dating James for almost a year, his parents had refused to even say my name. I was that waitress or your little situation whenever they called their son Stanford MB, a venture capital associate from a legacy family, was apparently throwing his future away on a community college dropout who served avocado toast to hipsters. What they didn't know was that I'd been taking night classes in real estate finance for the past 2 years, or that the dropout part was because my grandmother had gotten sick and needed a caretaker. Nana had raised me after my parents died in a car accident when I was 11, and there was never a question about what I'd do when she needed me. For 3 years I balanced shifts at Westfield Ratty with taking care of her medication schedules, doctor appointments, grocery shopping, and keeping her company during lonely nights when her pain was too intense for sleep. I'd sit beside her bed reading aloud from her favorite mystery novels or listening to stories about her life, including how she'd slowly acquired commercial properties across our city despite starting with nothing. People underestimate quiet strength, she told me once. Let them. It's the best competitive advantage. When James and I started dating after meeting at the Kless Beatty, he never seemed bothered by my job or my caretaking responsibilities. He'd bring takeout to Nana's house and charm her with his knowledge of old jazz musicians. She'd wink at me behind his back, her silent approval. His parents were another story. The first time they discovered I existed was when I answered his phone while he was in the shower. The silence after I introduced myself was arctic. Then I see. Please have James call us back. It's a family matter. When Nana passed away 2 months ago, James attended the small funeral and held my hand through all of it. His parents sent nothing, not even a text message to their son acknowledging my loss. So when James texted about their sudden desire to meet me, I was suspicious. Why now? I asked when he picked me up after my shift. He looked uncomfortable. They may have heard something about your grandmother's estate. I nearly choked. How would they know anything about that? The will was just read yesterday. His expression told me everything. His father was a commercial real estate developer. They had connections at the county clerk's office. Of course, the next evening I sat across from James's parents at a restaurant where the wine list was longer than the entire menu at my Kesme. His mother wore a necklace that probably cost more than my car. So his father began after minimal pleasantries. James tells us you had a change in circumstances. I am sorry about your grandmother. I nodded, waiting. We may have been hasty in our assessment of your relationship, his mother added, her smile not quite reaching her eyes. Family is important to us. As they continued with carefully rehearsed conciliatory statements, I sipped my water and thought about Nana's final gift to me, not just the surprisingly substantial portfolio of commercial properties, but the lessons that came with them. The Morrison building downtown, I said suddenly, interrupting his father mid-sentence. That's what this is about, isn't it? His mother's smile froze. The Morrison building, where their family's development company leased 2 floors at below market rates, thanks to a 30-year handshake deal with my grandmother. His father stammered. The lease renewal is next month, I continued calmly, and you figured charming your son's little waitress would be easier than negotiating with whoever inherited Nana's properties? James looked between us confused. Dad, what is she talking about? I placed my napkin on the table and stood up. The meeting with your attorneys is still scheduled for Tuesday at 10 a.m. You are welcome to bring your son so he can understand exactly how your legacy family does business. As I walked out, my phone buzzed with a text from James Witt. What just happened? I replied. Ask your parents about the Morrison building lease. Then ask them if they knew my full name is Elizabeth Westfield, as in Westfield Properties, as in the Klessfield Properties, as in the Klessby I work at because I enjoy it, not because I have to. 3 days later, James showed up at my door with flowers and an apology.